Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the ST Podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, first of all, it's Mike House Party Keating.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Hanging.
As we
told you,
all thought.
Anto's fairy.
And also joining us this week, he's co-hosted the podcast before, it's Matty Drive-By Morris.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm not too bad, how
Do
are
you
you,
know
Matt?
what?
Tired.
Did he tell you what happened last night?
That's
after we left?
I've heard a few different. Do you know what? Have you ever watched the what would have happened if it was Harry Potter's gang, like a neighbourhood sort of style, set in America?
No.
Yeah, that's for freaking spill.
Yeah, that you haven't seen that, have you? It's like Harry Potter, like
That's a
Voldemort's
fun
just,
bitch.
yeah, like Voldemort's just walking down the street and he sees Harry Potter.
Yo, Voldemort!
Yeah. And then they just get off on the brooms and that.
It's really brilliant, but
that's pretty much Junior Master 2. Yes! And, hey, dipshit!
So, if you're wondering, people, what happened, Mikey had a housewarming party last night, and
AKA his dad's 50th birthday.
as well as his dad's birthday, which he didn't know when we first went in. He seen the happy birthday signs and looked a bit, whose birthday is it? And I went, that's for you to find out. So yeah, it was a good night last night. Enjoyed it. Met some new people, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We were all alright. No problems there.
Except for me falling asleep halfway through.
Yeah, you had the problem trying to stay awake, didn't you?
And Java, even though you had Red Bull and everything.
I had 3 cans of Red Bull, and I still fell asleep.
I think what Jarvie said was actually spot on when you went. It looks like you're having a come down after that second.
Yeah.
It was just sort of like I
I
just
was
see Matty,
hanging
and
like-
it was just like, oh no, Matty's gone here. Oh dear. That's not gone well for whatever's happened there.
No.
Might have to just put this on my lap. But yeah, it was a good night. We had fun. We got loads of stories to talk about this week. Well, I say loads. We got one major one we can't avoid, obviously. We got a review.
5.
What?
What review?
We've got a review as well.
Oh.
You remember what game it is? He can. I think he can. But
Yeah,
we'll talk about
Project Con!
Yeah, we'll talk about Project Cars in a bit. But actually, we are talking about Project Cars in a bit anyway. That's actually a key point. But firstly, obviously, it's music time.
Oh, good God.
Can we do the major story first and then go into the happier thing?
Yeah, please.
Do you know what? I'm actually down for that. I can get it
Get the
loaded.
sad parts out the way first.
I can get that loaded.
For those who haven't been, obviously,
In a cave.
in the loop or
In a cave somewhere.
Isolated.
yeah, in a mountain somewhere. Friday night, around 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
11:30 is really good. 11:30 10:30 their time, 11:30 our time.
It was still going on at 6 o'clock in the morning as well when I woke up.
Obviously, no, think about it, 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
Friday night, in Paris, peaceful, families having dinner.
And then,
Does it,
Ooh, sorry.
think 2 hours later,
bang.
It's effectively, people, if you didn't know, there was simultaneous attacks in Paris that killed at least 128 people.
140.
240.
It's more now, but at the time it was
Yeah, I'm just
128
saying,
people in the city. Yeah,
and
it's
this morning.
214?
mm,
Wait, when did it know?
it's gone up since, and it's been declared an act of war by Islamic State, according to French President Francois Hollande. He said the attacks that were carried out by 8 gunmen and suicide bombers were organised and planned from outside. The targets included bars, restaurants, a concert, which was
Stade de France.
and the Stade de France, which is when France and Germany were playing this. Do you know the players actually stayed overnight in the stadium because they couldn't, because no one knew where the gunmen were at the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a shock.
The security guard wouldn't let the suicide bomber in.
Thank God.
Refused to let him in.
I mean, it's probably the biggest terrorist
Attack
disaster.
since.
Well, I wouldn't say 6/6, but probably the Munich one in 2004. Obviously, we had ours in London in 2006, the day after we got the Olympics, but that was not related. It just happened to fall on that day. And yeah, I just don't think anyone's seen that bloody coming.
No.
And so apparently everyone, like we were discussing before, like everyone's getting involved. The Belgian Justice Minister said a number of arrests have been made in Brussels relating to the attack as well, so that's where they're thinking it was planned. Belgian TV said 5 people were actually detained in the suburb of Molenbeek, which is not too far away from France. I think it's about 30 miles.
It's in the French border.
And the arrest came after a car with Belgian registration plates was seen close to one of the attacks in the McLachlan concert hall. And the French are actually still, everyone's trying to establish who the attackers' identities are. Obviously, we know it's the Islamic State.
Obviously.
And they also found a Syrian passport was found next to the body of one of 3 suicide bombers who struck near the Stade de France, where obviously France versus Germany was playing. Another key note on that is that France will still be playing in England at Wembley this week.
Yeah.
But it'll be under heavy security surveillance, I imagine now.
Yeah.
And
if the IS is smart, they wouldn't do the same attack twice.
If the IS was smart, they would.
It's like I said before, it's probably the worst. It's the worst peacetime attack in France since World War II, and it's also the deadliest in Europe since the Madrid bombings in 2004. And hospital officials now put the number of injured at more than 380 in critical condition, so it would make sense that it's probably at 214 now. And yeah, you're right, it did start at after 9 o'clock, but I think the news only broke out like 2 hours later. Which
because I was sitting at the table enjoying a meal with the family, and one of the phones went off. You heard the BBC sound on the my uncle's phone. It just said Paris attacks, so many killed. Hostages taken, this, that and the other. It was like, shit. Like at first we thought that'll be one of those little stupid things, like there's a car crash somewhere in Nairobi, one person scratched, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you hear these random stories, but the fact they come out as a Paris and you think, shit, that's quite close.
The attack sites were La Belle Equipe, in the 11th district of Sharon, at least 19 dead in gun attacks. La Caroline Bar and Le Petit Cambodge restaurants at Rue Albert. That's the 10th district, at least 12 dead in gun attacks. La Casa Nostra restaurant, 92 Rue de la Fontaine Aurore, 11th district, at least 5 dead in gun attacks. Stade de France Saint-Denis, just north of Paris, explosions heard outside the venue, 3 attackers dead. Also in the stadium at the time was Francois Hollande watching the game. He got whisked away straight away and everyone just ran out onto the pitches. And obviously the last one was the Bataclan concert venue.
100 people died in that at the time.
50 Boulevard Voltaire, 11th district, stormed by 4 gunmen, at least 100 dead. And it's just like, and it was packed as well. It was 1,500 and it was the
Eagles
US
of
rock
Death Metal.
group, the Eagles of Death Metal there. And a radio presenter who was sat there in the audience at the time, Pierre Januzak, he thought it was part of the show, which was like,
what the fuck?
which sort of eerily relates to the Batman killings not so a couple of years back, when they thought when the Batman screening was on and then they found out it wasn't. It's apparently they said
that one with the restaurants you were saying in the whatever district it was, they thought it was fireworks, and if it like there, why isn't there fireworks? And they looked down and apparently they were seeing people running and bodies just dropping.
They said that the gunmen who were in the concert hall actually had time to reload, which just you can imagine how many people were there if they've got time to reload.
Wait,
and the gunmen
where?
took what?
At the concert hall.
At the concert hall, yeah. Apparently the gunmen took 20 hostages and he heard one of them tell the captors it's Hollande's fault, he shouldn't have intervened with Syria.
So where next?
Where always next, mate? But the Russians have been there threatened, and apparently the Chinese premier phoned Francois Hollande yesterday and said the Chinese, this is rumours anyway in the papers this morning, that basically the Chinese are now going to step up attacks on ISIS.
Well, France have got problems themselves because it's got open borders, so it's allowed access to many weapons to be allowed into the country, It's got thousands of troops being deployed overseas, and it's been confronting jihadists on 3 continents. It's got a ban on the burqa face veil for women, which Muslims have interpreted as being anti-Islamic. I mean, I mean, if it's officially confirmed as being the IS, which we're all pretty confident it is, but when it's confirmed, it means what's going to be next for them, because they brought down the Russian airliner. They've done this in France. What's next? It's horrible to think, isn't it? But all I'll say to end it is that it'll be God bless to those who've died, rest in peace to them, and our thoughts is obviously with their families, and we shall hopefully as a nation and the world should unite against this. That's what I think.
Personally, as you both know, I've got a thing against the French. That's me being British.
We're all
or
British.
English.
You're half Irish.
So,
But anyway,
I don't say I'll make an exception for it, because it just makes me sound like a dickhead. But whenever say anyone gets hurt, I find it wrong. We live in a fucking society where, if one thing gets blown up, oh no, it's every Muslim and it's all wrong. Yeah, if something goes wrong with a Christian or they do something wrong, oh, it was only Joe, he shot somebody, nothing big. It's not in the news. It's in the news for about 5-10 minutes, and that's it. The bombings of this. It's the fact they're giving more propaganda without even talking to them. Scares fear into people, but also gives the thing of, oh, it's all Muslims. Someone worked out last week on Twitter, there's 1.3 billion Muslims in the world.
be about right,
Yeah. 0.003% of them are made up by ISIS, Boko Haram and Al Qaeda.
Mm-hmm.
So, it might be funny if it was all Muslims. We'd all be dead.
Pretty much.
So, when people say it's all Muslims, no. I've met Muslims that are, you fellas, big car fanatics. I don't care. Fair enough. Some of them say, I'm not big on religion. Some say, it's one of them. I don't go, what do you think about it? But go to me, I just prefer to piss about the cars.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? The nice guys, do you know what I mean? It's just, because I had one once. I was in work and stuff, I was like, Muslims are starting over. I was like, you can't just say that. It's, do you support them, do you? I went, well, I'm not being funny, mate. If you think of it this way, if you want to have a go with Muslims, we might as well just give up in World War II. What do you mean? He went, look at it this way, if it wasn't for the likes of the Muslims and stuff, we wouldn't have survived World War II.
True.
And same with the Sikhs and stuff like that. You get people that will go too far and think, oh, I know this. I've watched the papers. When you know the history,
You watch the
back.
papers.
No, do you know what I mean? No, but you obviously, do me a favour, come back to me when you know the fucking history. Because I just get fed up with people who think they know everything. But it comes to stuff like this. And it's not fair on all Muslims. It makes you laugh. Christian does it. Not gonna say it. Catholic does it. Well, look at all the things about the churches and that in the 80s. Vicars and that getting off with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. No, a vicar from 1980's been arrested for sexual abuse. Don't hear anything else of it.
Saying that, the thing in America got talked about for quite a while.
Over here. Everywhere, literally.
I'm just saying.
Fair enough, you don't hear anything about Buddhists. Well, let's be fair.
They're peaceful.
That's different, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but do you know what I mean? See, if a Buddhist thing, say if a Buddhist did something wrong, people this that.
I think it's because I think it's because the way that our
we're originally
life
Catholic
is.
And Christian.
It's not that.
It's just like the way our life is like basically anyone who doesn't speak English is already subjugated to whatever they're getting.
That's disgusting.
And that's about the way the society thinks. But I'd rather not talk about that much longer.
Partly
because of two things. One, because we've made our peace and we've made our condolences. And secondly, I'm going to have to pause this podcast for a moment because he's got to move his car.
Oh shit! Knew that would happen.
What did I tell you? Roll back. Nah, I'll wait till Terry gets back. Watch what happens.
So we'll be back in a moment, but you lot won't realise that. And as soon as I press stop, we'll be back. Right then, so now we're back.
Sorry about that slight
debacle from Matty, but never mind.
Sorry.
Don't worry,
It's always a thing with Matty on the podcast, isn't there?
It's always something.
Yeah, he's always got to surprise the viewers.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
It's got a point. Has got a point.
So am I here?
I don't know.
Maggie, you're the gun fodder for the insults.
Now I'm going to play a song. It's now music time.
Yay! Happy time.
It's the moment that these two look forward to the most on the podcast.
Can't we do a song this time? Or can we do it next week?
No.
Oh.
It's the whole rule in the music
If you
thing.
decide to do a podcast at some point, which I am going to consider this for the peer review, then yes, you will be allowed to do it, but only then.
Yeah, but you don't let us do the podcast.
Well, because sometimes certain things happen when I don't talk to you and I don't give you enough time to plan it. So if you want to do it, if you want to do it in a few weeks' time, say like
Next
maybe
week.
the one before Christmas, then I'd be up for
I'll
that.
do it next week.
You know, we should
No,
shake
you're not
the
doing
entire
next
bed
week.
like in happiness, like
I'm saying not next week because quite simply I know for a fact that I've been doing this for 62 podcasts now, maybe let's say 59 because I know you've done 2, but like I've done 60 odd podcasts and I sit there and I know which weeks are going to be good and which aren't, and I know next week there's not going to be much. I just have that funny.
So
feeling.
let me. Yeah.
No,
Actually,
because
next
then
week could be no wait, it'll be the week after, won't it?
No, you're not doing it next week.
I'm gonna play this song. You could guess it. You'll both know it, and let's see if it loads. It'd be a good start. It is loading. It's not that.
Ow.
Matty got it. Matty's struggling with this one, he knows. I can skip to the chorus if you want. Going down excavation, I and I in the sky. You make me feel like I can fly so high.
I feel I should know this, but I just like.
You're telling me you don't know that song?
It's a classic.
U2 Elevation.
Thank you. Come on, high five.
I've got you two on my freaking iPod and still. Oh.
Fuck off, Matt. Matty, that's why your role is just.
So you're telling me you don't know that song? You've never heard Elevation before?
Am I off?
Do you know what's funny?
It was number 1.
Do you know what's funny? If we put a theme tune on
Actually,
from
it wasn't.
a superhero film, it'll be able to name what scene the music scene's from,
Yeah.
Probably.
what film, what year,
I can
who
do that with
acted it.
Spider-Man. I can do that with Batman. I can do that with Superman.
I was
And the
actually.
Avengers.
Well, in
Can I just state I was actually joking then? But you know,
I can actually do it.
why can't you remember other things then? If you just took that bit out, you could
It's not
remember.
worth it. Remember?
Now, in the course of the fact that one of those two don't know what the song is, I'm now obliged to change that song to another song because of the fact that he doesn't know it. Well, he can't guess if he doesn't know the song, does he? Don't worry, I always have a backup plan. I do have a backup plan. I don't know who's ringing the bell, but I'm bloody answering it. That's my mum's downstairs.
Mike, can you please get the bell?
Jeez, he does. I'm gonna play another song. If you don't know,
from the gas company.
If you don't
That's
know,
just rude.
Matty, if you don't know this, then I haven't got a triple
Yeah,
backup. So hopefully. Oh come on, everyone knows this. I can skip to the chorus.
Yeah.
Friggin' hell, these two are hopeless this week. You're joking.
Is this Avril?
You're actually kidding me? You two don't know
Is that Avril Lavigne?
No.
Damn it.
It's Gorillaz.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would be happy with the other one.
Oh my god, you two are actually hope. There's no hope for you in the future.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're going to die.
Oh, lovely.
Which is a fact for everyone. So you're telling me I now have to find a third song?
I can do it if you want.
Or I can find another song from another year.
Do that.
Do you want me to have to do
Let
that?
me find it, because I know a good song.
No.
That you won't get.
It's this podcast this week. You can do it.
It's plays podcast every week.
Exactly.
I will find another song. Don't worry, I have loads of backups.
There you go. Let's get his iPod.
It's not on my iPod.
No, I'm just saying, give you ideas.
No, I don't need any ideas. I've got one.
Alright, mate. A, B, C. Oh, there. Oh, okay.
Baby, see,
Oh, Avon's. Oh, shit. That was a good one. Okay, got it. America. Tobin. Assassin's Creed.
We should put some like little music on for while we wait.
Oh no, I've already got it. I'm just waiting for it to load.
I have a speaker.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah.
What does that have a speaker?
He's like, your dad didn't give me that.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in a toy shop, like, oh, look at this. No, leave it, put it back.
I've had to right because these two didn't know that what the bloody year. Well, I can't believe the fact you didn't know what Gorillaz was. That's just surprised me. I'm gonna have to play another song.
Oh.
Now he knows it, which is a start.
If you don't know this, you're getting slapped. Because this is the third time we haven't got it. And the second time I've got it first time round. Give me a sec.
Am I gonna have to skip to the chorus? I am, aren't I?
Yeah. I think we best just give the music bit a miss this week.
Do you not know this?
I'm not a never.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I actually can't be bothered now trying to find a fourth song. You can guess what year U2 was.
Guess what you two was?
Because
Do you know what?
Do you know what? Because I thought.
What about me?
I know.
Do I have to guess?
No, you can still guess for U2, right?
But what do I get?
I will allow a slight deviance for you. It won't count as a victory if you get it wrong, but it will be better than what he gets. So I will allow that.
1928, mate.
The only downside is you have to guess first because he doesn't know. So it will be U2 Elevation, people have to know that.
Right.
This team bringing true to its name, absolute bollocks.
Yeah, trusting the fat kid to go first. Yeah, hoorah. U2 going to like, what, late 2000s, around that sort of
Late 2000s.
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry.
Than that.
Well, U2 have been
Sorry,
going
and you didn't know what the song was.
Yeah, but
so
I know
tell me.
U2 have been going since 1980. 35 years. So
Okay, so I'd say that song. It was sort of that.
U2 have got their own song top the aisle. Every time you listen to it, you know it's U2.
I'd say probably 90s, so I'd say about. I'm not too sure, I'd say 92.
92 you're going with.
Yeah.
I go with 2000.
You're going with 2000, Matty Morris.
I'd say 92.
You're going 92.
Like that sort of, like 92, 94 sort of area.
You're going to go 92, 94. You're so wrong, and I can't even give you special discrepancies for being how wrong you are.
Yeah.
You're close, but you're still wrong.
How close?
2001. And you didn't even know the bloody song. Do you know the thing that amazed me, how you didn't know that, what the year was, is because that was the lead song for Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
I forgot.
The music video has clips from Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft.
Oh no, because the way that the music was, I was thinking of it of
You're thinking too much into it, Mikey.
Shut up, you! Didn't even know, mate. Fair enough,
I got
didn't
1 year
know
out.
the girls.
Shush.
You didn't even know what the third one was. So
Or
shut
second.
the
Or the second. You caused so many problems today.
You know what?
Do you know
10
what?
minutes ago we could have been on the second topic by now. But no! Matty Morrison, the cleverness of the world, we're still on the same topic at 24 minutes,
in.
47 seconds.
The thing is,
well done, mate. Well done.
what I've now realised is that if I'm going to pick songs that are from the noughties, I'm going to have to make sure that they are very popular for him to remember. Because obviously,
with me, I got.
Yeah, because with you recognise that. With him, it's now obvious.
Don't, because you'll get a new
Well,
song like Avicii Pure
Well,
Grind and you go,
You know me,
2001.
you know me,
No,
I'm not
mate.
going to be stupid enough to pick the song that's from this year.
but he's going to be stupid enough not to click onto that. So.
I'm going to move it on. I'm going to move it on to... now, obviously, as we know people... Okay, that was...
You could have just left that in my
You could have just
pocket.
left it there. Just leave it. Just leave. Let go.
Stop lying down on my
Just
stuff.
sit up for a change. You complain about having a bad back, leave it as it is. Right, as I was saying... Now, we all know about these self-driving cars.
Oh,
Oh,
which, to be fair, as we know, for people
this
who
is now
are,
banned, this topic from the SD. All those who approve say aye.
unfortunately for you,
Rule overruled.
Unfortunately for you two, you have no power here. Now,
Barrow man.
You have no power here.
but in all fairness, though, to these self-driving cars, once he's sorted himself out,
You have no power. Millington, you have no power here.
but in all fairness, like, are you all right there?
For some reason, I get to see him in a beard, and you just go, oh, no power.
You all right? I don't know where he's got that from.
Lord of the Rings.
I know he's that image. I don't know where he's got that image from though, like of me.
It's when Gandalf.
I know
he's
where
like,
it's
yeah.
from.
And he's just, you have no power here, Gandalf. And he goes, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I know. He's saying it like
That's
I've
the
not
ghetto
seen the Lord of
version.
the Rings before.
The ghetto version. Fuck you, motherfucker. I reckon this
Am
should
I
be a
allowed to play the racist card? Yes, I am.
Dude, I reckon this should be like one of those type of versions, just as like a.
Mike,
no, that's what we're
shut up.
gonna do.
Thank you, Matt. As I was saying anyway, we know these self-driving cars. Now, although you two don't like them, and I'm not keen on them either, they are useful for people who
Can't
drive. For those who have got disabilities or are mentally insane.
Well, a bit
Like
funny.
mentally insane as in asylum type people.
Sorry,
As in people
you've got
who
a
can't
program in
drive
these cars?
Yeah.
So why let a mentally insane person like him program the
Well,
car?
at least he knows where he needs to go. He might just, at least this time, he
Oh,
won't,
that tree looks good.
Mike, at least he won't be driving the car to the destination.
Hey!
So at least
But you've got to tell the car the coordinates to go.
no, you don't.
Oh my god.
You name what it is basically it's basically like a sat nav effectively. You type in a location and it finds it. It gets there for you.
But what happens if you're drunk? Man, go home. No, go to
Well-
Joey's. No, go to Frank's. So he goes home. Then goes to Joey. Then goes goes to Mackey's. No KFC. Goes through every single drive-through.
Actually, imagine if these became like, let's say, nationalised and everyone used them. What would there be a drink drop? Well, no, but you know, like people use them. Like you see
You
it
want to be
every
a
now
drunk
and then.
driver thing, she wouldn't be driving.
Hey, could you imagine after filling it up?
But the thing is, but the thing is though, like
Spend more
that's
time
the point.
filling the fucker
It's like,
up than you would be using.
imagine if you're drunk, right? Which
do you mean,
happens
imagine?
regularly. But
What do you mean?
He's got a point there
yeah,
for us to.
You drink more than me?
I was
That's
actually pointing at
fascinating.
Matty and he took offence. But like, imagine if you're drunk, right, and you get into one of these and
Don't
you
need to
find the
imagine I
wrong.
was last night.
Is there going to be like is there going to be some like sort of regulations saying you can't be too drunk so that you can't operate the thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, Parliament, something will get put
It'll be
through.
like, instead of the go button, you press like open doors and there's
Open
the cars
door.
going past like.
As I was saying though,
Where's it now? Go. Just pressed every button.
Google have made, obviously in California, the Google cars are all around there at the minute, still
Did
getting
one
used.
get pulled over
And
by
this is what I'm coming to. A Google car got pulled over for being too slow. Which I suppose in a way is good, but it's funny because it's slow.
That's why I love the Americans at town.
In
Let's start an auto, like let's stop a car. That's going too slow.
In Mountain View, California, A Google car was doing, I think I'm right saying 24 mile an hour in a 35 zone, which if you're British, that would technically be 19 mile an hour in a 30 zone, because we don't use odd numbers, because we're not
clever.
odd.
We use even.
You've offended America. For probably the 80th time.
We're smart, they're not.
Do I have
Apparently on Google Plus, what they answered that the...
Do I have a thing at my door saying you offended it? No, I don't have a thing at my door
Well,
saying...
you've got on his head, I
Yeah.
offend America.
But like...
And you don't.
I didn't say I don't.
No, he offends
No.
other countries and religions.
No, I don't.
No, you offend planet Earth.
Seriously though,
Point proven. Thank you.
on Google Plus, the giant sat there was, but humans don't get pulled over that too often. It's because we're not dumb enough to go too slow, apart from old people who can't see over the friggin' steering wheel.
Yeah, and they still go faster.
Apparently the officer stopped the car, and this is how strange it is. Instead of saying, I made contact with the driver, it says, made contact with the operators to learn more about how it was choosing speed. Apparently, according to the people, it says, according to Google, it said, we've capped the speed of our prototype vehicles at 25 mile an hour for safety reasons, which is fair. But if you're in America, why wouldn't you cap it at 30? Because you're 5 mile an hour under the limit. If it was 25 here, it would make sense. Because it avoids crashes, and if, like, let's say, little Timmy over there got hit at 25 mile an hour,
He'd survive.
probably be okay.
And you steal your wallet in the cake.
Little
What?
Timmy is 5. He's got parents who are too poor to feed him. How dare you?
Joke, shut up. Failed epically, but fuck it.
And it says apparently, it says Google have sat there and said, we want them to feel friendly and approachable rather than zooming around scarily through neighbourhood streets. This is coming from the same company whose operating director who once said that all humans are not supposed to drive cars. They are 2-ton metal death traps, according to this person.
And but any money he's got a Corvette and probably a Viper just sitting in his garage.
Well, at least he's got good car taste.
Yeah, gotta give him that, yeah. No, but like, see, I hate people like that.
But apparently,
So you're basically saying, people shouldn't be involved with computers because they're pretty much items of theft.
Google.
No, that's basically what they're saying.
Google
you can rob people's details.
Google have said, shut up.
You can't rob a
slap
fucking
him.
car. Touch me, I'll fucking knock it out.
Punch him in the
I'd like
balls.
to see you
Don't-
fucking try.
Thanks for that. In September, Google said it was working to make its cars drive more humanistically. Well, so sticks its fingers up it, bit its all like, you know it!
Drives a Corsa.
Apparently, the Google cars are too polite when they're driving on the road. But they're saying that. It's like,
How can
I genuinely think.
Yeah, I know, I've never seen a polite driver.
Actually saying that I got.
I'm saying the Google cars are too polite, not drivers.
Yeah,
No, but it's not human though, is it?
No, but that's what they're saying. They're like, you know how. What did they call it? They call it Christian motoring, where you let someone go and then hopefully. No, this is what it's called. It's like Christian motoring. You let someone go and then in the hope that someone later down the line will let you go. That's what they think. And they're saying that the Google car does this all the time.
I think that's being a bit against Muslims and Buddhists, to be fair.
Stop doing the religion.
Shut
card.
up! You can't play no religion card.
No, it is.
You can't play no racism card. Shut up! Go to Naughty Corner. Now come back. But seriously though, I was like, I think the autonomous car is a good idea, but once again, it's an idea that's too early. It's an idea that's too early, too soon. You know what I mean?
It is way too soon.
I think it'll work in the future.
In 2872, maybe. Not in 2015.
It's just not working just yet. I think they'll
We've
get
only
there.
had the car for like what?
I
less
think
than 100 years.
I mean, let's be honest.
Well,
There are people in the Middle East who race robot camels, so we're on the right track.
To be fair, I can understand with the Arabs because that's interesting. Let's get a bunch of
the factually correct term is Middle Eastern gentlemen.
Middle Eastern, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Middle Eastern gentlemen.
Yeah, you were going to say it again, though, were you?
No, I find that quite interesting
Yeah,
because there's a purpose to it
But,
of fun. Well, people sometimes drive cars for the fun. They don't always say, that, I'm going to go in the car. Where do you want to go,
Imagine
Mr.
in the
Keating?
future, imagine in the
I'd like
future.
to go to McDonald's drive-thru, please. Well, you know what? Take me to
Can I make a key
Harrods.
point? Can I make a key point? Maybe because I know the race robot camels, right, in the Middle East. One day in the future, and I can see this happening, is that we will start seeing more races with cars that are actually autonomous. Now, this isn't now this could be a good idea, because imagine the idea of going, it's not down to the driver, it's down to how well the car understands the track.
No,
It could be good in the future.
Because it's ridiculous then.
Why?
It's just computerised and
Yeah.
depressing, and it'd be the same
And they race
stuff.
robot camels, which is exactly the
what,
same
you'd want a
thing.
robot Lewis Hamilton beating a robot Nico Rosberg every
Yeah, because
day?
at least the robot would have more personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Still better than fucking Nico Rosberg, like, you know what I
Agree.
mean? So...
Actually,
Mine better than Nico Rosberg. I don't really give a toss.
But to a robot Jack Millington's like, and the man just...
No, the manor would be up a tree, and I'd be sat there going, "Yeah, I'd rather race down this tree. I won." But I'm going to talk more about. I'm going to talk about more car related stuff now,
Oh, please, something that's got...
and it's to do with speed cameras.
we know they got.
No, we didn't. Now you know.
So,
do you know the
explain to me why Matty just said that?
nothing? Now you
No,
know.
no, please,
shut up
do
before I kick you in the face, and I can from here, right? Grace, do you know grey speed cameras? You've heard of grey speed
I've
cameras.
never met her personally, like, why?
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Grey speed cameras are, according to, and this is something that's come from the government, would you believe, they've actually done something weirdly okay, are to be turned yellow, which means all those hidden cameras that were like hiding in trees and you couldn't see them because they're grey are now going to be painted bright yellow. And hopefully we'll be able to get some kids from the primary school down the road and they'll be able to paint pretty flowers all over them and stuff, and then we can really see them. But yeah.
Watch you like a dead tree and all you see is like this green box now, like.
I've got it. There's a statement here which I want you to try and define this for me, because I'm not exactly sure what it means. I think it's one thing, but we'll see. The decision means all working cameras on England's motorways and major trunk roads will be yellow by October next year.
Trunk roads.
Trunk roads. Is that B roads?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Basically what it is obviously like...
Is a trunk road a B road, Mike?
Yes or
Yes,
no?
just yes,
Yes
or
or
no.
no?
Yes!
Okay,
Thank
there we
you.
go.
I tried to say...
You
No,
think
no,
it's
no.
No.
You're like me mother at times. Is it this or is that? What's this? She's
Yeah,
trying to explain.
do you know-
Is it that or is it that?
Do you know why we have to be like your
ask?
mother? Because we want an answer, not a description.
Well, why ask for
Or
my
an
assistant?
essay.
Can I make a key point right? There are 200 camera sites on England's motorways.
200.
I thought there was more than that. But when you think about it, when you go on the motorway a lot, how often do you see a speed camera?
Fuck off.
You don't, do you? So it's about right.
You
isn't it?
mainly see
There's
it
more
though
than
on
one
the
B
M6.
roads, isn't there?
Yeah, you mainly see it on the M6 though.
Yeah.
The M53.
Well, obviously the M6 is one of the most used.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It's like
the major.
The only other one that's more used is the M1,
You can't see
which
the
is
cameras on
basically
the
a big oval.
I'm out in London, isn't
Yeah.
it? No, but that's what I'm saying. Them ones, obviously, your prime.
Transport Secretary, that's the most depressing name ever, Patrick McLachlan said, "I've always been clear that cameras should be visible and get used for safety rather than revenue raising."
Bullshit.
Sorry. So my friends like Chris Hume and his missus do not get locked up for fiddling with the points.
But this guy's only just been appointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with Chris Hume.
Yeah, but he's probably a good friend of Chris Hume.
Yes, probably, I don't know. Are you in his social circle? Do you have his Google Plus and LinkedIn on Facebook?
No, I don't.
Shut up then! I just think it's a good idea that, like, obviously, what do we always know as speed cameras? Piggy banks. Wouldn't it be nice now that at last someone finally uses a speed camera and uses the sense to be what a speed camera is used for safety? That was the whole point of speed cameras. In 1982, a man in Denmark wanted to test how fast he could go going around a corner, and he used a speed camera. That invention then got taken across the world and used in exactly the opposite way of what he intended it to be. He is now sitting there somewhere in Denmark contemplating suicide.
Or he's probably been attacked more times.
No, because he says the man himself actually said, "Yeah, I don't like them being used as piggy banks." I do feel sorry for that man. He was only trying to record how fast he went around the corner, and now hopefully this is a start of safety rather than
Doubt
money.
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully,
He'll probably start saying it's about safety and then he'll get sacked.
yeah,
It's
because the
about-
government need more money and they
it's
don't
about-
like people who don't want
Yeah.
money. Do you like money? You're part of the Conservatives.
Hey, do you know those highway Land Rovers?
Yes.
Please. Do they have
The
speed
traffic wombles.
Yeah, I saw one before on the way to Wales.
Yeah.
Do they have speed cameras there?
No. Because they're basically, do you realise you can get away
They are the type of people who will close a motorway just because a lamp
No, he was going
It's bright.
30 on a fucking motorway on the side thing. So,
on the hard shoulder, which they're allowed to do.
yeah, they're just going.
Yeah, because they're
Red lights flashing, all sorts of.
Yeah, she'll be allowed.
Yeah, because they're the highway traffic agency.
Agency.
Highway traffic agency. Am I right saying?
Yeah, or...
No, he was a tunnel guy. He was from the fucking tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That'll be
always scan the road.
British Transport Police, that's what it is.
Mm,
He was the tunnel police guy.
Do you know what they call them?
Traffic wombles.
Tunnel rats.
Just because you got done by a tunnel
I
guy.
know. Anyway, we're going to move it on to
Let's
some
just move
weird news.
Not America again.
It's not all America.
Oh, good God.
But some of it does involve America, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. I think one of them does. Now, you know how Russia's mental?
Yes.
Well, they've got even more mental. Now, martial art experts in Moscow, who I imagine are tough as houses, have decided to make a new fighting technique. Would you like to know who it's specifically designed for?
Putin.
No, it's for people, not Putin. Do you have a guess? Do you want to guess? Have a guess. No, no, shut up. just go away. You did not hear that.
Don't say anything else on this
Do
channel.
not say anything else related to any religion or anything. Just not for religion wise.
Well, you said who's it aimed at?
Who's it aimed at? And the first thing that springs to your mind is the IS.
Well, everyone's against the IS right now, Mill. 10 years ago, I would have said Al-Qaeda. Do you know what I mean?
You're getting worse and worse.
Shut up, and you're getting more annoying.
Sorry.
Good.
I'm more dopey. And you're just being cocky. There you go.
Well, go on. Matty, have a guess, because I don't
Aimed
trust
at?
him.
Who's it aimed at?
It's aimed at people.
And if it's made in
Specific
Russia...
group of people.
A specific type of wanker.
Please.
That's a good guess.
Do you know what, I'm actually going to give his due there, yeah.
If you'd have just said bus, I'd have just burst all out.
Yeah.
Bus wanker.
Push wanker! And then stop his car.
It's an even more. They have the. It's called the. Right, yeah. It's dubbed the MPD fight, called the monopod fighting technique. And it's designed specifically for people who use selfie sticks.
Yay! I hate selfie sticks.
Now, this is the thing. In one way, this is bloody weird, and it is. But on the second thing, selfie sticks, am I right in saying they're quite heavy?
No, I would never use them.
They're not?
Well, you know, if you got hit on the face, it would hurt.
Yeah, hit on the face, but
So
they're
imagine
not
how-
heavy. They're not
Well, they're
heavy.
not. But if someone's now gone, oh, Josh, we can devise a new method for killing people with selfie stick. Everyone who uses a selfie stick is now dangerous. Everyone run. Because imagine.
That's pretty much every single girl on the
Apparently,
world.
it aims to give tourists who get too caught up with snapping the perfect shot of themselves, wankers, in front of an attraction, the key skills to fend off potential muggers, which is a good idea in fairness. Because imagine, oh, let's take us, no, be fine! And then all you get, whack, with the selfie stick as you muggers like on the floor.
You
Going.
fucking take my phone with it, yeah?
Apparently it's so easy to learn that it can be picked up in 5 simple classes. So, we've devised a new martial arts system. It's called the Yes Team Fighting class, and it involves anyone who has a self stick getting thrown off a cliff. You want to join us? It's £20 per session. You only have one. You'll learn it straight away.
First class is called This is Sparta.
No, the first class is called. The first class is called.
This is Beco!
No, for those of you like the first we've got one class for you, and that's all you need to learn. It's called how to fly with a parachute that's got rocks in it.
No, it's like that. Okay, kids, pull this lever here, and the parachute operates. You jump off, right? Have the perfect pilot. Oh yeah. Well, these people with selfie sticks. Yeah. It's like just the bags full of rocks. And mission complete, Millington. Come back to base.
That's 40 more wankers dealt with.
That's lovely £800 going into my pocket. Hey.
Now,
I like my This is Sparta idea better.
No, I like this is Beco. This is See you again, Fanny!
That doesn't go
I
well.
like my Florida. I like the one like where it just has parachutes and rocks in it. I like that one.
Or this is Bevington. That's all I have to do.
Now,
This
Florida
is
news.
Florida.
Florida news. They're back.
Hey.
A woman has called 911, and
Well, it's a start.
it's a start. I know. Americans know 3 simple numbers. A woman in Lake Hunt County, Florida, is facing charges after she allegedly called 911 for something she shouldn't have done. Would you like to have a guess at what she called up for?
Weed.
Pulling stuff up her bum.
No.
What's that one?
You're as far from wrong as what he said about 5 minutes ago.
Which we will never repeat.
No.
Yeah, anyway.
She, do you want me to say, this
Did she
woman...
try to buy weed off?
No. Her name is... Okay, that's an unfortunate middle name. Leanne Gay Watson. 45 years old.
What's her name?
Leanne Gay Watson, as in G-A-E.
Like happy. Like, obviously the old meaning.
No, it's G... her middle name is G-A-E. I imagine like Gail,
Gay.
because I'm pretty sure Gail is spelled G-A-E-L
in America, yeah.
Is accused of calling 911 on Wednesday afternoon, telling the operator she wanted chicken wings and cigarettes.
Someone was high as a kite then.
No, she was drunk.
That
I
makes
can't
more
imagine-
sense.
I can't imagine someone being that drunk that they'd call that. No, he wouldn't do something stupid like that. I don't even think you would. I don't even think you would. You call, let's say in Britain, you're that drunk. I can't imagine the
I
last
think they
number.
just put the phone
last
down,
number
wouldn't they?
you'd call in the 999 service is 999. If you're drunk, I can't imagine anyone who's ever drunk dialed 999.
No.
Here, anyway.
No, we're not that.
Well, I
bad.
can imagine, but not for that. I think imagine drunk dial
You
because
never
like
know, she might have had it
police.
in her phone, right? And she seen like a Chuck E. Cheese, like, oh, sound. But instead pressed emergency services and just you obviously on the iPhone, it's yeah. And you're like, yeah.
This is
you
an
know,
emergency. I need chicken wings, cigarettes, quick.
Yeah, and
She
I
got-
need double fries, double chicken wings with cheese on top.
She got a
Is this for 2 or for 1?
and I need it for 4. Yeah.
She got arrested, and apparently when they were driving her back to the station, she said, "Yeah, can you just get us a cigarette and try to, just take us a drive through to get some chicken wings for me?" While she was in the back of the police car trying to ask for all this stuff, and I'm like, does she not realise what's going on here? It's like, how drunk must she have been?
Can you imagine wake up go,
Where the fuck am I?
is this what from the chicken wing?
Apparently she's been charged with 1 count of misusing the 911 system. She was later released after posting $1,000 in bail money.
1,000 just for that.
1,000 just for that?
Surely it
was-
would have been like a 100 quid, that'd be it.
Fucking hell,
Wouldn't even be that.
that's one hefty night out, that like. Go on,
Mental.
$20, I'm gonna get rat-ass. Come
I
on.
lost them.
Come home with a $1,000 fine.
Can you imagine that? Hi, my name's Officer Dimbleby. This is your fine for the night. Oh,
Where
well,
did you get the name David freaking Dimbleby from?
I don't know.
It's his future kid's name. Yeah,
For your kid's middle name.
Because we've gone, that was called David.
David Dimbleby.
Officer David. No. Hi, I'm Officer Keating, and this is your fine. Thank you very much for using the Birkenhead State Police Department.
The shittest thing ever, wasn't it?
It's like £20,000 or your Camaro. You can have keys of the Camaro, thank you very much. Have a nice day now.
In Chinese news, a Chinese woman nearly did permanent damage to her husband when she reached to grab her phone mid-sex.
She what?
Now,
I knew phones were dangerous.
in China, there's a thing called Singles Day, which is a festival celebrating singletons that has become China's biggest online shopping day. Now, the couple were having sex in bed when she suddenly rolled over and grabbed her mobile phone to start shopping online. Women shopping.
To the world.
But as the woman twisted away, her husband gave a loud yell and complained of pain in his penis.
Snapped it.
A quick inspection revealed no obvious damage.
No obvious.
But when they woke up, they discovered the man's cock had become very swollen and purple.
Oh.
It's like that, love, trust me. Hospital checks showed the man's... Right, it's a Latin name, give me a minute. I got the other word right last week, here we go, come on. Corpora cavernosa. That wasn't too bad, actually. Or erectile tissue, as most lads would call it. Had ruptured when his wife suddenly changed position on bed. The husband is expected to make a full recovery as he received medical treatment on time. Imagine the pain he must have gone through.
My mini-me's run away. That's disturbing.
Wrong choice of words to describe your cock.
For some reason, I can just imagine having a shaved head going dun, 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 mini me.
It's like a moustache underneath. You're right there. Imagine. See, this is it. We're coming up to Black Friday. You know, this is coming up soon. He's going to go nuts again.
Yeah. I have no job this time, so I can go nuts.
What do you mean nuts?
You remember how much money did you spend on Black Friday last year?
600 quid in one weekend.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Didn't, because I only got paid 550 quid.
Okay, then use the entirety of that.
No, I didn't.
You spent a lot of money on Black Friday.
You should
I spent 80 quid on my headphones.
Yeah, I remember that. You bought a couple of games.
2 games. And a pad.
You did spend a lot of money. That's like, what, 170 quid for a man?
160 quid.
Oh, do you know, that's how good I was then. That was a guess of 170 working that out.
I remember
the
week after Black Friday, he was complaining how short of money he was, even though he'd just been paid.
To be fair though,
you were complaining like a bitch.
You were. Not like a bitch, but you were complaining.
Don't forget though, I did owe me more money.
See? Still that.
Now, before we move on, we're sliding onto gaming news. I've decided.
Oh God! When Mill says I've decided, you know.
Because obviously this month has been such a big gaming release. You know, Fallout, Star Wars,
next week.
Star Wars, Need for Speed. Big games have come out. Black Ops as well came out last week. Yeah, no one cares about what you think on that one. And
no one ever does.
No, it's the same stuff over and over again.
Be quiet, Marcy.
I'm just saying the obvious.
Right.
I know. Don't worry, little pellet.
Pellet.
Petalhead.
Alright. What? Sounds like pellet to me.
Be quiet.
Now, the games that have come out this week, I've thought, right, and I'm going to guess this too. I've got my phone out for a reason here. It's like I'm just going to look. Now, this week, obviously we've got the big releases coming out, so I'm wondering, what do you think is going to be top of the charts this week? This is not going to be a regular thing, because obviously not many games.
Wait, list the ones that are coming out.
Well, things that have come, Black Ops has come out, Star Wars is coming out next week. This is for next week. We're guessing for next week what we think will be number 1 in the charts. I'm going to look what's charted this week at the minute. So, while I do that, you two have a think.
So see the Black Ops.
Well, tell us what comes out next week.
Yeah, I've just told you, bloody Star Wars comes out next. What's come out this week? Black Ops, Fallout, Need for Speed came out last week.
Yeah.
I think.
On Thursday. Yeah.
And Star Wars comes out next week. So what are we thinking is going to be number 1 next week?
Fallout. Even though I don't like it or you like.
Guys, I was looking, at the Gaming Bible on Facebook. As a picture, I said Black Ops 3, right? Obviously, how many people were on the most at one time, and it said 65,231.
Is that it?
That was on Steam. Would you like to know how many was on Fallout 4?
1 million.
No, more than that.
Just shy, to be fair. Just shy. 941,561 people. Not at peak.
I was waiting for the next bit. I genuinely...
Listen, they couldn't really record how many people were on it at one time. I spoke to a mate who's got Steam, and they said they had to wait 2 hours just to get into the game.
I genuinely think that...
That's the load up screen, by the way.
I genuinely think that next week Black Ops 3 will be on top.
No.
I do think it will be, because they have
more Fallout fans than are COD
more
fans.
Fallout 4. More Fallout 4 fans on Steam. I'm talking about consoles. If we look at worldwide sales, if you go across all 4 platforms, I guarantee COD will come out on top of Fallout.
Even though it'll be shitter, it'll still come on top.
I'll tell you this one for a start.
You haven't played it?
I've COD.
Black Ops 3.
No, I don't want
You
it.
can't
I got
really-
fed up with Black Ops 1.
You can't
Do you know
really,
what?
you can't really have a go at
There you go.
saying
I played
a game.
Black Ops 1.
You can't really
played
say.
Black Ops
I
2.
mean,
and
I
it'll
use
be
this.
fucking
I
off.
use this logic. I say you can't really say a game's crap if you haven't played it.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Okay, I'll say
Right, I'm going to say
the
this.
game makers are crap.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
I can
going
go
to
with
say
that.
this now, right? To stop this argument, I shithouse Keating, right?
What the hell? He's
On
got a nickname.
payday. Because I know he calls me that half the time. Right, on payday, will
Yeah.
buy Black Ops 3.
Mhm.
I will evaluate it. I will probably borrow it to yourself to see how you evaluate it.
You know with me, yeah.
I will borrow it to yourself to evaluate it. And we'll all agree with it, and then I'm going to take it back.
That's fucking.
And then you can trade it in for Just Cause 3.
Hey!
Oh shit, that's coming out, isn't it?
Hey!
I'm
That's
gonna
actually a good
Black Ops
idea.
Hey,
Like
does
Captain
Battlefront and COD come out the same day?
COD's already out.
Oh shit, yeah.
Calvin Photos, sorry.
Yes.
That
What's
one.
that? I was like, Mikey doesn't have a Stormtrooper.
Mikey has a live a bit.
I just think like I just think that the demand for Call of Duty is more than it is for Fallout, and that's because it's still got a lot. It's for all those kids that have come into it. Let's say just after Modern Warfare 3. That's the only COD they know. So that's
They've
probably-
missed all the good ones.
Yeah. So
It's like, oh my god, it's gone. It's so fucking amazing.
I've got some.
found the world.
Anyway, I've got some gaming news to talk about. I'll do Project Cars first.
Go on.
Let's be fair, guys. Would you say Project Cars has got a lot better lately?
Yes.
Oh God, Project Cars is brilliant. I've never
No,
stopped
I've
playing.
always enjoyed Project
still
Cars.
one
I'm
of the
just saying
best
it's
games
got
of
each time it
It's one of the best
amazing.
games of all time. It's up
One
there.
of the best.
And guess what? It's British. That's how you do it. Thank you
Slightly
very
Mad
much.
Studios have released their 6.0 patch for the PC. The Xbox One and the PS4 versions are coming at the end of the month, along with the new DLC that's coming out.
Indie cars.
I don't know if it's going to be Indie Cars. I'm hoping it's going to be Indie Cars. It might be the next one after it. But this is a big, big patch. 2.3 gig.
Look, we got the stuff.
And it's got. Now this is the thing.
Now
It's
you
add,
mention
this
it, yeah.
the key thing it's added is online. The host of an online game can now select immediately to kick a player from the server.
No.
Yes, because we can get rid of knobs.
Like then you! Then you can get kicked out for being good.
Yeah.
Get in.
So
They don't think that. They did that same mistake with Formula 1. You were good, you overtook people. People get pissed off, they kick you out.
no, right. They all no.
And it's
Have
the
you
same
been on the Project Cars community, right? How many good races have you had with people?
Lots.
Lots. They're not going to kick you out for being good. Obviously, they'll kick him out.
Just for being amazing.
They've also added mandatory pit stop options when you're in multiplayer, so that's
Yes!
good. I'm looking forward to doing that. Options to set the race length, which by time
Do you know when you
this
say,
time.
sorry, do you know when you say mandatory?
Pit stop means you have to do it. You have
So
to make
why
a
don't you
pit
just
stop.
put on the first lap?
No, because it gives you give like, let's say you do a 10-lap race.
Then you'd have to
You
pit.
can't pit on the first lap.
Well, piss on the second then.
It depends when they set the pit window,
Oh, fuck off.
which is good because you can either be from. You can't set it on the same lap though. Not everyone can pit on the same lap.
No, but I just set it like the earliest possible lap.
That's dumb because then your tyre wears will be screwed after 9 laps.
Don't you ever watch F1?
You'd rather pit somewhere between 3 to 6 laps.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like the earliest possible.
Mikey, the best way to do it is to get the first length as long as possible.
The other good couple of things is like it's got the allow ghosted vehicles option, which is basically so that the lobby admin can decide if he wants vehicles ghosted or not when they drive the wrong way or they've spun out. So that's a good thing. So if someone spins out, they ghosted straight away. So I like that.
That gives us a bit. That gives you a chance when we're on the likes of the Nürburgring.
When I'm not getting
sold
friggin-
there.
Archie Schreiber.
Yeah. Where else would they have?
It's
Pretty
fi-
much every track on that game.
It's fixed like loads of little different things. And I could go through them all, but we could be here forever. But there is lots of stuff that they've
We've
updated.
been here for an hour.
Well, that's about right for us. We've still got a freaking review to do yet.
And the story to talk about.
What is your story related to? Is it gaming?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it after I've done this next one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I've got some news from Codemasters. Would you believe it?
There's going to be an F1 update.
They're talking about Formula 1.
Not number 16 already.
Formula 72. It's coming out next week.
I seen this on the Codemaster. I was like, oh my god, they're going to talk about F1. They're going to do something to F1 2015.
No.
Codemasters has confirmed that the majority of the team are now hard at working developing F1 2016. If they just left that game, they've just gone, well, that's like an adopted child. We don't need that anymore. Why?
No, you can't say that.
They did that with 2011, 2012.
Sorry, I can.
You can't say
Out of
that.
the two things that have been said badly today, what's worse? What you said before or what I've just said? That's
or what he said.
No one cares what Matty said. Matty says it every week. People come to accustomed to this now.
No, but like, there could be a child that was adopted, and you've just gone, oh yeah,
Were
it's
you
like
adopted?
No, I wasn't.
As I was saying.
No, that's
No, shut up.
I'm not talking.
We're talking about F1.
No.
Shut up then. Codemasters has teased that F1 2016 will bring new and exciting features, including a couple of must-haves.
Careers.
Career mode. Also, they're looking to do something that they've never done before.
Fix the game.
A working AI.
AI does work, it's just not online. It does work on career mode, like, it's really good, it's just online.
What, how supposedly, say if you win the race and you're like Sebastian Vettel, it was, and it's a great win for Lewis Hamilton, yeah, and he'll be in last place as Lewis Hamilton.
I believe that was the qualifying.
It's a great race for the German. You just.
But I also make a key point here,
No.
and this next paragraph is going to be amazing. They've made a patch for the PC, which will also arrive on consoles soon. Probably just after F1 2016 comes out. But
They've actually made a patch.
They've actually made a patch with it, so.
What does the patch include?
Let's see. It adds a new multiplayer session list to allow you to search for every single public session, so I'm imagining that'll allow you to look for the most drivers in a lobby.
Since they've left it so long, there won't be any sessions.
There probably won't be.
available.
Along with improvements to the multiplayer, AI and game fixes, and new sports updates which adjust drivers and team performance in relation to the results of this year's season. So they've improved the performance of the McLaren Honda to what it's at now, which is slow, from very slow to slow, so they're getting there.
Come on. You know I fucking hate it when you do that.
I don't care. To be honest with you, the amount of updates that they've got is like Project Cars' list.
Can I just have a look, sir? Sorry.
You see this? You see this? That?
Sorry, can I just... Is this for the new one?
This is all the updates for F1, and then that's up to there. It's quite a lot.
Wait, I'm trying to look at something quick. I'm trying to show you something. I just spotted something interesting.
You saw a video.
What did you see? It was a video.
Shut up. No, not that. Go, show it to me, sir.
That's what she said.
Why? Why? Mike?
I just want to scroll up and down. I'll show you something.
No way.
Do you know what's funny? I might not buy it. I'm going to do it.
That's who's just shit at F1.
Better than you.
Traction control, master Keating,
Yeah. You can't say nothing.
and ABS.
You cannot say
Fuck
nothing.
off.
You're in that little bubble of Formula 1.
Noobs.
You're like
I'm
him.
a noob.
You're like him on his first year of FIFA. Actually, you're like him on his second year of FIFA.
Hey, I scored 5 times yesterday. I mean, the day before.
And how many did you score yesterday?
1.
1.
How many did I score yesterday?
4.
Well done, Mike. You scored 4 goals.
No, 5. I scored 5 yesterday.
Well, you did once in a blue moon, but he still talks about it, doesn't he?
How many did you
His
score?
fault we lost a
How many have I
championship.
scored this year? Shut up. Right, Mikey's story, go.
And that's the end of the story.
That was well timed, that.
You're
Go on.
a dickhead.
Go on, Mike. No, go on.
Mate, you're absolutely
Get your story
Do you know
done.
what?
Shut up.
Do you not want to do your story? Because I can...
I am. I'm getting to it.
So you didn't have it prepared and planned?
What I did.
He's just
Wait.
made it and deleted it.
Shut up. Just be quiet,
I'll
child.
listen to you.
Cosplayers.
Love them.
Love them.
Male
No.
and female, I meant you, Wally.
Yeah, I'm suggesting a female ones are better.
If you're not like Matthew and you're like me and Millington, who are not sexist between them.
Who said that was sexist?
Point proven. Matty Morris 2K15.
Go back to Chavlander.
Wait, get this. 2015 Matthew Morris. I like cosplayers. What? I guess said this to him. Why'd you like cosplayers? Was the go?
I am a cosplayer. That's not a line.
I would probably consider it.
I got the Assassin's Creed call, so I'm getting it.
Anyway, you were talking about your story.
Right, I have a good friend, as you may know, Jordan Morton.
Yeah.
You probably don't know about him. The Poncho Chief. Don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
In Liverpool.
Okay, got you.
That's him. Right there.
Well, that's a cool helmet.
He made that himself.
That's sweet.
Obviously, the helmet he got himself.
Mate, you bought it or you made it?
Made it.
Made the poncho and made the poncho himself. Literally, he goes round like all the events. But the thing is with Jordan, obviously, I asked him before. Obviously, don't want to say anything anything bad, but let's be honest, me and Jord in school weren't really the most confident of people, let's just put it that way. You know what I mean?
Where's this going, Mike?
No, but personally, I'll be honest with you. With cosplayers, I think it's one of them. It takes a lot of balls, to be honest, to do stuff like that. In my eyes, I reckon it does. No, but fair enough, it's great.
If you're
It's an
scared,
interest.
you wouldn't do it. You just followed the more.
It's that confidence sort of thing.
If you're weak and not confident, then you should have been left on the freaking development train, shouldn't you?
No, look at it this way, Mill. This guy, Jord, has got 14,061 people who like his page.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
It's a page.
Yeah.
Over the world, yeah.
That's really cool.
He goes to all the cosplay. He went to London, he went to Manchester, he goes to Liverpool's one, he's like everything.
Liverpool has one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's having one soon.
Ooh, my god.
Well, it's one of them. He obviously he's a big Halo fanatic, obviously, as you can tell. That's his thing. But at the same time, when it comes to, he loves it. You know what I mean? So he's happy. He's like, that's the same as like when I say cars. Talk to me about cars. I could talk forever.
How about MG said fucking hell.
That's true.
And cars.
And cars.
Yeah. Whereas, say he's the same with obviously that. But what I'm trying to get at is, it's the effect of how cosplayers have on other people who go to these events to see what other people have obviously wore. Do you know what I mean? Do you mean
I can
see
agree
the
with
likes
that,
of,
I remember I did that, yeah.
like the games weeks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see people dressed up as obviously Assassin's Creed, Halo, Zelda, Mario,
Your
Luigi, not me mum. All these different characters. Tomb Raider's a popular one. Deadpool, obviously Superman, Batman.
Are you going to list every single potential cosplayer, or are you going to get to the most important part of the story?
This is the important part of the story. That's the thing. It takes a lot of balls.
So basically, the gist of the story was it takes a lot of kaboonies to do cosplay.
No, but
That's what it's feeling like a little bit.
You know what I mean?
You're trying to explain it too much.
Shut up.
Do you know?
Confuse me.
No, I know you've talked about this, and it's pretty cool.
You know what I'm like trying to explain stuff is you get to the point.
The thing I'm gonna mention is,
you sound like a woman. You can't end. Get on with it.
the thing is.
No, but
No. I just haven't finished my point yet. Right.
Who the
My point is this, right, Mike. I will let you do the podcast at some point, but this is a skill. You need to learn how to 1, introduce a topic, 2,
I'm
belt your points. Well, do it quicker than that.
But Mill, do you know what I'm like? I find it hard to get to.
Go on, come on then.
Like you said, I'm a Dodge Charger. I've got a lot of power. It just take a while to get up to speed.
There's not much up top, yeah.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Come on, Mike. I'll give you a chance. Come on.
No, but it's one of them. I find it quite inspirational to most people who don't have the confidence at first to join in.
Mm-hmm.
The likes of cosplay, because seeing people like George do it, obviously, sometimes might be the same. Obviously, not really confident. Obviously, I haven't seen Jordan in a while, so I can't really comment. I've spoken to him though, through like Facebook and stuff. But being able to, you obviously go, well, I'm happy, obviously, like this. Many people are the same, not too confident, but when obviously they're in that character sort of thing, like environment, they feel happy. But at the same time, with cosplay, you've got to be careful, because obviously, like we discussed the other day, funny enough, me and you, at some cosplay events, fellas will randomly just touch women, obviously as their favourite character. Obviously, I'm not trying to put a down on the whole cosplay thing, but obviously that's obviously some people you've got to watch. But personally, I think cosplaying, never been. Be honest with you, I've never really thought about it, but I think it's a really good thing for some people to open up. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's being able to branch out a bit. So personally, people like Jord, I think good on you. Being able to come out and well, not like, I don't know. It's more of a relief in it. You know what I mean?
No, that's wanking, mate.
There are things you say and things you don't say, and I'm one of them.
Yeah. But personally, I congratulate the people like Jord for doing what he does in his own spare time. Because let's face it, Jord doesn't get paid for doing these little events. He does it off the sheer love of doing it and enjoying himself, and obviously other people enjoying themselves. This one goes, can I have a picture of you? Yeah, cool. He'll have a picture with them. He's got no quarries about it. He's not one of them who goes, no, you're not taking a picture of me. There's times he's gone, yeah, go ahead. And he's had like a massive group photo. You have loads of other people dressed obviously as like Spartans or do stuff like that. So yeah, people like that. Personally, I think it's a good thing. Obviously, I can't really speak justice obviously because I'm shit at this sort of thing, but yeah, good on the people who do the cosplaying like him. So yeah, personally, I'd just like to keep the good work and everything. Yeah, it's not the best thing I can say, but from what I know, obviously, yeah, it's good. People like that need some sort of, well, keep going. Good on you. Happy days. People like that make obviously the gaming world a lot more interesting. Personally, so yeah. Happy days. What do you think?
I think it took a long time to explain something that I wasn't really sure what was being explained, but I get what you mean. I'm not sure he does.
I know what he meant after 2 seconds. They just explained it for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, because I like to
explain too much.
Shh.
How can you explain VSEC then, Mike?
Shut.
It's
not exactly like that, Mike.
No, that's what he's saying though.
No, he's not.
It pisses me off.
He's not.
Shit like that.
Anyway.
I tried to praise some people.
I got a cramp in my leg.
And then I get someone.
I know you've praised him, but he has a point of when you need to keep things short and sharp.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the
We
way
do.
of the world.
Remember when we used to have podcasts that went 2 hours long? I stopped that. That's what I'm afraid that might happen if you do it. I don't want that. People don't want that. So, I've got one more thing to talk about. We've all got to talk about. It's Need for Speed, obviously, that came out, and I'm just going to remove this because I know he's going to want to talk about it.
He's happy again. Yay.
Need for Speed, people, came out Thursday last week.
Well, it's supposed to come out fucking Tuesday. Made me look like a right cunt walking to bed. To go
Yeah, actually, to be fair, it already got off to a great start when these two went looking for the game on the Tuesday. It came out on the Thursday. I neglected to tell them on the Tuesday morning that it was on the Thursday, so joke's on them. But
you didn't tell me.
I know, that's why I said that. You'd already gone. That's why I said I'm not going to go early in the morning.
It was like 12 o'clock. I went.
You said you were going at 9.
Yeah, I was going to go at 9, but then got me nan phoned me, so I had to go to my nan's.
I know. But anyway, Need for Speed. Matty's trying to stand up for it.
I'm trying to,
because he's got cramp.
For fuck's sake.
I just need to stand up.
We need to do this review. Come on.
Oh, thank God. I'm just standing up. I just need to get.
What leg? That one.
On Need for Speed, right?
Oh.
Stop
I will punch you in the bollocks if you have
Shut up! Need for Speed developed by Ghost Games people. And
EA Studio.
they've decided to go back to its roots by sort of doing a Need for Speed Underground car culture effectively in a way. And what they've done is they've developed an open world set in Ventura Bay, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Done a whole new, they've gone back to the roots with the live action filming with the secondary cast of characters, and yeah, that's what they've done on that side of things. Obviously, they've brought in loads of different cars. I think I'm right about saying it's about 55
It's not
cars.
that many.
It is. It
It
doesn't
is.
seem like that many, but it is. And
Ferraris, Porsches, Lamborghinis,
All
One
that.
Ferrari, 4
Nissans, BMs,
Two
Fords,
Ferraris.
Toyotas,
458
Subaru,
F40.
Sicon, they all work.
Ski on.
Sick on.
You can't pronounce it. And they've brought in loads of, and they've brought in the car customization, and you know they've said, oh, you can do everything to your car, and they've done all this. I'm gonna firstly talk about my experience on the game, because you know when I first watched the interview at E3 when they were first talking about Need for Speed, they said that the game would take about 20 to 25 hours to complete, and obviously the guy said, the developer at Ghost Games said to one of the interviews, said it would probably take that long, but you know it depends how much time, you know, you probably spend an hours developing, modifying your car, putting vinyls and body kits and stuff on it. I did that for my first car, my Subaru, and I spent about 2 hours on it, and then I spent another hour and a half on my BM, and then the other couple of cars I haven't done much to them because I didn't feel the need to. And I'm not gonna lie, visually speaking, in this terms of game, it's a very, very bloody good looking game. It's the graphics wise are very nice to look at. You know, they got the, I heard that. The car models themselves are pretty much spot on. I mean, I'm loving the looks of some of the, you know, the 240 ZG, you know, the Skyline from 73. You know, all the body models are pretty much spot on.
MX-5 in your case.
In my case.
You know, yeah, MX-5, yeah, exactly. And you look at the game visually, the game's nice, and the stock sounds of the cars are pretty much spot on. I've got no quarrels with that. Sounds are nice. Soundtrack is great. Soundtrack's really good. I mean, I'm going to go to these two and say, what do you think the positives, the strengths are of this game? Just the strengths first.
Graphics, sounds.
Yeah,
Obviously, really realistic sounds.
I'd say they're competent. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a varied amount of different vehicles. It's a proper Need for Speed, like the old days when you could have a racing car, but you could make it go quite fast.
Mm.
You obviously the old Golf GTI in there, Volvo,
Yeah.
Drift Missile.
Yeah.
There's so many, like Ferrari F40, new Hurricane, brand new Focus RS.
2016 one, yeah.
Yeah, which you saw your pants over.
Yeah.
Skyline GTR, which I always saw my pants over. Nissan GTR, which also I always saw my pants over. Evos, Subarus, everything. It's the way it's back to its roots, like you said. It's more of a proper game. It's true to its ethics, personally.
In terms of strengths, Matt, what do you think? What do you enjoy about the game? Just the strengths.
Just the strengths. The visuals of everything. The
Yeah.
city is.
I actually enjoy the city. I think a smaller map has sort of worked in Need for Speed's
it's
favour.
decent. The mountain area, that's quite fun.
Yeah, I enjoy the
Drifted.
drifting.
Yeah.
In fact, some of the game modes, I've got to be honest, the drift train I
Gee,
enjoy
God,
a
The
lot.
only
like the
thing
Jeep.
I like is when you're drifting against one person. The thing you have to do is get the max point. You don't have to stick with train.
I like the drift train. I think.
At first
I do like the
didn't
drift.
like it,
I love
but
the
once
drift.
you get into it, it's
Mm.
more of a okay. This is quite.
Um,
That's it, and the sound. That's about
The
it.
soundtrack's quite good. I enjoy the
The
soundtrack.
sound and visual. That's all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
I like the song, like the little tunes, obviously when you get in the play with the police officers and stuff, or if you're doing like a spontaneous race.
Yeah.
That's
I like that
about it.
idea. You can just
I do like the idea that you can do spontaneous races.
instead of just seeing
Yeah, 'cause
the
that's-
AI and then obviously.
But I'm gonna, I do enjoy the game. I do enjoy playing the game. But
Yes, this is the unfortunate bit, right?
Yeah. It's
I-
depressingly
I-
boring and shit. And
from
nothing
his
to do.
point of view, and from my point of view, this There are several problems with this game that I can't put. Shut up.
Should be quiet and
Just I'll give you a chance, Matty. Don't worry. The problems that I've got with this game, it's very strange to. Okay, basically to start off with, the AI. For some reason, Ghost Games have used rubber banding AI, which I haven't seen since the PS2 days, to be honest.
Is that the one where you...
And rubber banding AI is effectively like, if you fall too far behind, the AI will slow down so you catch up.
Yeah.
But if you're in a car that's so quick that they can't keep up, the rubber banding doesn't work and they don't know what to do. That's why they fall so far behind. Rubber banded AI is like...
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's like this kid's going to be playing it too.
No, not even kids. Not even kids. You can't even excuse that. If you've got a kid who's crap driver but a freaking turbocharged Ferrari F40, I'm pretty sure he's still going to win, even with decent AI. But the AI, I mean, when you're trying to do drifting, the big problems are there, especially on drift train missions.
God, that's annoying.
For some reason, they just seem to crash into you, and that cancels out your drift points, which you've been trying to make up for ages.
And then they fall far back, and then you can't get any points.
No, they slow down actually to get a drift going. But when you're in, like, let's say, first place just in front of the drift train, but for some reason they come in at 1,000,000 miles an hour and then crash into you, which I wouldn't have a problem with if that didn't cancel out your points, but it does. And it's so frustrating. I'm sat there like, I've just been, I could have had 50,000 points by this point, but at the minute I've only got 2 because of the AI pissing me off. So so that causes problems. The next problem is the police chases up to a point. Up to about 3-star, they are woeful. I mean, they are pretty poo.
Literally, you've got
to do about 40 mile an hour.
If you go at 90 mile an hour, you can still get away from them.
Yeah, you can.
Unless they've got the charger with them. The police.
As soon as it gets to 4-star, it reminds me of old Need for Speed, and the police station is actually really good because it's quite hard to get away. Maybe not so much from like the police senior, but the roadblocks and everything are actually really good.
You've got to really calculate which way route to go.
Yeah, and the roadblocks spawn quite quickly as well, so you've got to think ahead of the game.
Like, when you get like 1 and 2, it's like one police car. It's like you've got a whole police department, and there's like one
police officer. You're doing 90 mile. You're doing it right. What I don't get is you go past doing 90 or 100 mile an hour, and they still only want to give you a fine. You have to actually put your foot down for them to go, "Oh, it's a police chase. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I just thought I was going to pull him over for speeding, and he's a natural law-abiding citizen."
It's like the Bill Bailey thing, isn't it? Oh, from the 1980s cook show.
I don't know what that reference is. The other problems with this game, and he'll agree with me on this, the narrative's perspective, although there is no story effectively, am I right in saying it's just literally you're driving about and then you've got to become the best?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the most generic plot line ever?
It's the same stuff over again.
It's like, and even in some cases, some of the acting is pretty poor.
Yes.
It is piss poor sometimes.
The only acting I think
there are some Manu, who's played by the same guy who plays. Who is it in Musketeer? Paul Foss. Paul Foss.
Yeah, that's good.
He's good. Amy, I enjoy speaking to her.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is sort of.
Spike's been over the fucking.
No, I like Spike. But I just think he could have been. Do you know what? So it's like someone at Ghost Games and, "Oh, we don't need a script writer. We'll do it ourselves."
Yeah.
And even like when Ken Block and Morohoshi-san, and even any of the. In fact, the only person that comes off from any of the icons is Magnus Walker. He's the only one who's like.
Hi mate, it's just Magnus here. Like,
he just speaks like normal. Like everyone else is sort of like. And then there's one point when you're in the cafe. And you know how people who do it for real go around drifting and everything, and then they all pull up and they go into the cafe and they're probably having a pint or something like that. They all put the Monster Energy, and there's so much product placement there. And I'm just like,
just conveniently.
Firstly, Monster being there, and secondly, the fact that they put the cans together. I'm just like, oh my god, what are you doing? And the thing that makes it worse is the fact that I know Need for Speed has a history of having characters from your perspective that don't talk, but it really shows here. It's blood. I'm
All
sorry.
you see is like a fist pump, dun dun.
Or
dun,
you
dun.
see him drinking or something. Wouldn't it have been great to have had a character that could talk?
Yep.
I'd rather... The only person... Need for Speed, the only time they've ever gone and done a game where the character talks is The Run with Jack. And I thought that was quite a good game.
I loved
in
it.
areas. But I sit there and I think about this game and I think about what they've done with it. It's, like I said, it's one of those games that's had a good idea that was not fully planned out properly and then executed in a sort of half-merited way of what it could have been. It could have been a fantastic game. It's just the
Had potential.
sort of... And this is bringing me on now to the worst offender of the whole thing, and it's the customization.
Oh my god, that's annoying.
And I'm so peeved about this because when they promoted this, and we spoke about this, they lied. They said you could do the brakes. They said everything is customizable on car.
You can paint the brakes. You can.
You do all that, and
this.
I've not come across one single brake option.
Nope.
I've not come. You know, you think there are certain cars where you wouldn't expect body kits or anything to be on there, which I understand for like the Ferrari F40, but cars like the M3. You know, I've noticed, right, there's some broken bits in this game as well. You go to load a body kit, it loads the first one and then doesn't load the other two, which it happens to the M3. So I'm like, well, I can't install this body kit because it's not showing me what it is. And even if you do buy it, it still shows up with a stock body kit. And I'm like, so what's happened here? Is that broke?
They've got copies of the same. I've noticed on the nitrous and brakes and you customising it, like in performance. They got the same performance parts like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but they all do like different stuff.
Like his was the turbo.
Do you know the nitrous is like, some of them is a power nitrous, some of them is a duration.
I meant like the brakes. They got the same brakes over again, like performance.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, but it's the same stuff.
No, it's not.
It's not they work in different variables.
Okay, that's my.
I know, but I know from someone who's not used to that sort of thing. Yeah, I can agree with you. It is confusing.
But to me, I understand where he's coming from. Personally, with me, it's the driving elements of it. But I actually do.
I do enjoy the driving. I won't lie.
Me
I hate
is
it.
doing you.
I do enjoy
the
it.
customization. Do like, oh, you can change the headlights, the tails.
I've not been able to have a single car yet that I've been able to customise headlights or tail lights with.
MX-5's the only one.
No, I haven't been able to do that.
No, MX-5. I've tried it with the MX-5. That's the only one I've seen you can
You get
do.
restrictions on
I
every
get
single
restrictions on
customisation.
everything, and I'm sort of sat there like, your car culture and your ethos of this game was to customise and be able to do everything. There's not that much customisation options anyway. And when you come to the decals, is it just me or is anyone else disappointed with that?
The fact you can't copy from one side to another.
No,
do
you
it all
can't
over
copy
again.
from one side to another. And the other thing is, there's not much to
Do.
You have to have some bloody imagination to be able to come up with your creations. I mean, luckily I'm alright with that. I can put shapes together. But people like you can't.
Do you know what I've
I
come
got
up
like
with?
2 eyebrows on my headlights. That's it.
Do you want to know what I've come up with?
Plain colour.
No. 2 blue stripes and a chicken on the front.
That's it.
Same
That's
with me.
all.
My Ford Focus,
That's all I've managed to come
apart
up
from the Subaru and my BMW M3, which I just copied from the GTR from Most Wanted, the only car that's got the most customisation is the Lotus Exige, which is silver and black, and then my Ford, which is my Hurricane car, is effectively metallic blue with 2 black stripes down the middle of it.
That's what I've got for my
And
Mustang.
it's just sort of like, I'm sort of sat there and I just think, I was the other day I was genuinely contemplating, is it worth me even keeping this game?
I'm actually thinking
And this is a
selling it.
problem. This is a problem I've got. One of the trophies you get is modify a car to the max grip or drift settings. I've done that and it still hasn't given me the trophy.
I have. That's for me.
I know it has for you because he's actually platinum there.
Have it? Already?
It's not hard. It is not hard to
I
platinum
just
that
can't
game.
get off
Just
the
go up
game.
to level 50, and it's like obviously
Install
the last
max
thing.
parts.
Yeah, install the max parts. You get most of it from the story. Do 15 daily challenges. Did it?
And I've done 14. Yeah.
I did it.
I genuinely think like some of
But the higher the rank you go with the daily challenges, the more money you get out
and
of
the
it.
more money you get out of it, but it's the performance parts you get at the end of crap. It's like, what's the point? We're coming round to now a review score. I'm gonna go to him first because he's probably gonna give it the highest out of the 3 of us. Because I know how much you were looking forward to this, and I know you enjoy it.
Don't disappoint.
Even you were disappointed. That's saying something.
See, that's why I don't get that hyped about that mini games unless I know they're going to be good. That's why I hype Project Cars so much.
I know, because I was like, oh, Need for Speed, and it's going to be like this, or it's returning back to the great.
Do you know what the other problem? The final problem before I let him give his review score. The longevity of this game is poor. The longevity of it.
What's that?
It's how.
As soon as you finish it, you're not going to go back to it, are you?
Oh no.
You know.
I just go on it just to piss about.
I'm sort of
it's not like GTA where you can go on and go, look, I'm gonna blow all this up now. I'm gonna annoy someone, or I'm going to randomly go outside Matty's house and just shoot him, or like, be Matty. I'm randomly going to follow Jack and run him over.
But like with this game, you sort of sat there and you think, once I finish this game, I'm done. And you could probably, if I'd make a recommendation to anyone who's, I've seen people ask this question, and a lot of people have asked this question on Facebook. I've seen, it's like, should I get this or Fallout 4? Go and get Fallout 4, because you'll be playing that for a lot longer than this. Even if you love cars, go and get Fallout 4.
As much as I'd hate to.
And you know I'm right, because you can play
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
As much as I'd hate, I have a lot of love for the Need for Speed franchise, but lately
I don't think I'm convinced that Ghost Games are the right people for Need for Speed. I just think that EA have pushed them a little bit, and I think it's sort of like you could see where the EA's come in to try and meddle about it. The always online thing, I don't think you need that. I think they could have had a single player story mode and then an online separately, which like then they could have had a proper online,
like Undercover, like Carbon, like. All the
Most Wanted, the original.
Most Wanted didn't have online.
It didn't.
The original Most Wanted.
It didn't.
If you look, if they'd have had a single player and then an online separate, and they'd have worked on that separate online, I guarantee this would have been a much more fun game. But because it's always online, it's sort of ruined that.
The fact you come out the garage and instantly crash into someone.
That's just knobheads who can't be bothered to move. But I know where you're coming from. What would you come on then? What would you give it? A review score? Because there are some really good points about this game. It's just been poorly executed.
To be honest with you, 6.9.
6.9 from Mikey K. What about you?
2.
Really?
It's a fucking disappointment.
Are you really going with a 2?
I'm going with a 2. It's disappointing. I got bored after 2 days.
Can you give it 2 point something?
Okay, 2.1.
Thank you.
Are
you really going to say a 2.1?
The customisation's bollocks. I want to put a spoiler on everything, like I said, we'd be able to.
I
got the Ferrari, I got pissed off.
It's a Ferrari?
They said you can customise anything.
Yeah, he's got a point, like.
Yeah, true.
That's why I got the game, a 458 with a spoiler. You can't do it.
So, who's the same guy who said it's a stock 458 and he beat him? Yeah, gets beat by me in a fully pretty much half modified.
It doesn't matter whether it was a fully modified thing.
And he goes,
I was right in saying that he would give the highest review score. I think he'd give it. To be honest, I thought he'd give it a bit better than that.
I got bored of the story after 5 minutes as well.
I'm just.
To be fair, the story is a bit repetitive. Like you go, it's like, there's none of this.
Drift this. Go as fast as that. Race these people.
I don't think it's the actor's fault. I just think it's poorly written.
Ken Boxful, like it was like, "Hi, I'm Ken."
You could tell Ken's been forced to say that stuff. He sort of sat there like. And I could tell in the back of their minds the actors are sort of sat there like, it's like money in it. I'd give it.
Like, do you feel like the Naka-san one?
Nakai-san.
Nakai-san, yeah. And what was his name?
Morohashi-san.
Yeah.
They speak Japanese, so they don't know what's going on.
No, I thought their roles were quite, obviously good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're speaking Japanese and they don't understand what anyone else is saying, so they think it's a really good script.
if you get away back, it means they're calling someone an idiot.
No, but do you know what I mean? It was. I was just disappointed. I was expecting like this massive story, but like I've completed it. I completed it within 23 hours.
I completed the game. Even though you did it quicker than me, I spent less time on it. I worked out I completed it in 16 hours 57 minutes.
No, but the 16 hours, don't forget, I was also collecting all bits. I'm currently at this moment.
Sorry.
Bless you. At this current moment in time, I'm at 96% completion.
Well, I'm at 92, something like that, yeah.
It's one of them, I'm looking at it thinking, I want to go on it because I like to drift, I like to do this. But then at the same time, I think
even with drifting, you get bored after 10
I'm
minutes.
gonna give it my score now because every time I've tried to give it my score, he's talked over me.
Go on.
So
well, you've asked people.
there are some really. I can't deny that Ghost Games are probably the right people for this series to stick with, and I can imagine that it will get better. I imagine that if they do another sort of Need for Speed, they'll probably get better at it, and they'll understand the problems with that they've done from the first one. Honestly, I think there are some really good points. I just think it's heavily outweighed against the negatives, though. I'd slot it in at a 6.2 because I think some of the good points about it are good enough to give it that score. Your score of 2.1 is just harsh. I mean, the only thing that we've ever rated lower than that is 50 Shades of Grey, which is saying something how low you've given that a score. I mean, 2.1's pretty harsh.
It's not harsh.
It is harsh.
Hey, come on.
I get bored.
I wouldn't say go at like I mean maybe a 4 or something I'd understand, but not a 2.
Fine, I'll move up to 3.5. It's
no,
still
no,
shit.
just
It's shit.
Leave it with a 3.5. If he doesn't enjoy it, he
is it
doesn't
the
enjoy
shit scale for you?
Yeah, it's shit scale.
There you go.
Leave it with a 3.5 and
Just leave it as the 3.5 shit scale. There you go.
So yeah, that's our review for Need for Speed, and that's also it for this podcast. If you want to follow Mikey Keating on Twitter, you can follow him at
It's Mikey Keating XD. If you'd like to follow my good friend Mr. Millington, it is.
JetCM53. You can also follow Matty in a street in Greasby.
Or preferably Tesco bids the most.
And Moggy's also on the thing as well. You can follow him at Lewis_Moggy. And you can like us on Facebook, link in the description.
Or you could try and follow us on the likes of Bungie and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're on Bungie if you. Yeah.
It's that shit.
Or you
the S Team UK. Or.
Just watching this video, I'd be happy enough with. You
Yeah.
don't have to subscribe. You don't anyway, so that's good.
If you want to, go for it. Please be our guest. Be happy if you did.
Yeah, and that's it for this week's podcast.
So-
Bye from Matty.
Bye bye.
It's bye from Mikey.
Bye bye. It's bye from Jack.
Bye, and we've been the S Team.